So we got a problem. Don't have any boost. So I'll spare you guys all the details of the data logs and stuff. But basically, I was making a couple pulls today with the truck, as you guys know, on the new turbos and everything. And it was only making like 19.4 PSI. And as the RPM went up, the boost was falling down. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I do think I know what one of the leaks might be. I think there's a leak. But we're also going to clean the blow-off valve because I think maybe that's also leaking. We'll see. Let's dive into it together. We'll see what's going on. But this is just something you always have to look for when you're making more boost than stock. Even if you're making stock boost, make sure you check all your cold side pipes, your hot side pipe, everything. Make sure everything is all tight. And the best thing I will say is make sure you have T-bolt clamps. These CVF clamps right here, these are T-bolt clamps. These hold the pipes together a lot better. I think one of the leaks is right here on the connection to the turbo there on the hot side, because it was pushed up a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna check that out and clean the blow-off valve as well. One thing that's nice about having this giant CVF high mount intercooler is the blow-off valve goes right there. It's super easy to take off. You just twist it off the stock intercooler location, trying to get the blow-off valve out. You basically have to take the intercooler down to get it out. It's really annoying, but this, super easy to remove it. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and pop this blow-off valve apart. Now this is a TurboSmart V-port. So this is the electronic one. I love this thing. Had it for a really long time. Works really good. But you just take these 3 screws in the top of it. You take all 3 of them out.
Pop the lid off. Take the spring out. And you can pull the piston out of there. Then we go ahead and clean the whole thing. Paper towel.
Alright guys, so I unfortunately don't have an extra T-bolt clamp for that connection down there. So I'm going to use a different clamp that I have just for now, and we'll see if this fixes the problem. And I'm also going to use a ratchet wrench to tighten it, so we'll see what we can do with what I got. But yeah, this connection right there, not great. All right guys, so you might have seen me trying to fix that rubber boot on the turbo, and then I was cleaning the blow-off valve and all that stuff. And I'm glad I did all that because I think I fixed the problem, which I believe was that boot leaking boost out of it on the turbo. It wasn't the blow-off valve, but it was good to clean it. But the interesting thing is, the first log I did, the truck made almost 70 pound per minute of airflow with only like 20.8 PSI of boost. So that's interesting that it made that much airflow with less boost than the old stage 5s made, because those were making about 70 pound per minute with about 23, 24 PSI of boost. So those made 70 pound per minute with only 20 PSI. Well, but Adam also told me, hey, you hit the fuel safety on that log. And I was like, what? Fuel safety? That's not good. So basically, I need more fuel. So we're going to be seeing some upgraded port injectors at some point because, yeah, and we'll see some other stuff, but you guys will see all that in a different video. That doesn't really matter for this video. However, as far as the data log goes, I will show you guys in just a moment what the truck did in a pull that I just did a few minutes ago. And let me tell you guys, this thing pulled very hard all the way to the top end. It was wild. That's the best pull I've felt in this truck so far, I think. That was spicy. So let's take a look at the log real quick, and then I will let you guys go. And that'll be it for the video. But let's take a look at this log real quick. All right, so take a look at this log. I started in third gear, and let's see, let's select airflow here. You can see third gear. I'm gonna push play up here. We'll see it ramp up. You can see airflow numbers increasing. You can see 69, 70 pound per minute. It made 70 pound per minute in third gear, and then I stayed in it. I kept going, and I shifted into fourth gear, and I stayed in the throttle, and you guys can see it made, oops, I just passed it right there, 71.6 pound per minute. And that was at only 6,047 RPM. So I'm not sure what it would make in fourth gear at 6,300 RPM, which is usually what I shift at. And I shifted a little bit early, but at 6,000 RPM, it was making 71.6 pound per minute. With, if you look down here, 38.4 PSI. Of course, we need to subtract 14.7 from that because this is manifold absolute pressure. So take 14.7 out of that, and it's like 23.7 PSI. So really not leaning on it hard at all right now. 23 PSI is not really, that's really not that much. I can't imagine what these would do with 30 plus PSI of boost, but we're not going to go that far. I kind of like it where it's at. I wouldn't mind seeing maybe 24, max of 25, but we'll see what Adam thinks we should do. Let's see, what was the turbo? Okay, exhaust flow, 77.3 pound per minute, making some steam. So anyways, guys, pretty cool stuff. It was definitely on a roll. I was surprised at how fast it was. It felt really good. I think once we get this dialed in, I don't know what he did in terms of fueling. I know he pulled a little bit out on the top end just to be safe, to keep just keep the fueling safe. But in the future, coming soon, hopefully, port injectors, and I've got an ethanol sensor and gauge coming like I had on the old truck. I wish I hadn't sold that one, but that's okay. I found one for a steal of a deal from a buddy, and we're going to be installing that so we can know what the actual ethanol content of the fuel is that's in the truck right now. Theoretically, it's like E30, but I don't know. Who knows? I could have inched towards E50 right now, and that's why it just leaned out a little bit. But anyways, so that's the plan, guys. I have a lot of things in the future planned. However, I'm busy. Got a lot of stuff going on. So I don't know the frequency of the videos, but I have a lot of stuff planned and a lot of things going on. So stay tuned to the channel. There's a video coming at the end of October that you're not going to want to miss. Pretty amazing stuff. So it's a secret right now. Some people know about it, but yeah, it's a secret. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. You need some help?
I need something. I need something.
Red to black and black to red. Right?
Yikes, sorry. That was a little aggressive. That was a little aggressive.
Yikes.
That was unnecessary.
Should I put this? Maybe I'll put this in a YouTube video.
Dude, maybe you could.
Actually, wait.
Okay. If you want.
I'm going to cut that part out.
This time on Boost King Matt. Boost King Ben.
Yeah.
Boost his battery.
Uh-huh.
Boosting the boost.
Yeah, except, yeah, just...
Battery boost.
What? So what's happening here?
What? Yikes. What?
Your battery ain't working, or what?
It ain't
What's
working.
going on here?
It ain't working.
Yeah,
I need a new battery.
I see that.
New battery.
Keep going. Keep going. You got it, dude. You got it.
Yeah,
Oh,
look
nice.
at all that.
Ooh, yeah. Look at all that. That's kind of nasty.
That's probably a bad connection, huh?
Yep. Well, that's also indicative of
Future issues.
Yeah. It's indicative of the fact that the
Oh
battery
yeah, I
is
need to
not
clean
doing
that
so
terminal
well.
too.
Wait, what is this thing? Oh, it's just a
It's a
little
little lid thing. Only comes in the XLT package. Of the 20,006.
Yeah,
So-
my truck doesn't have that.
Ooh,
Shoot. That's so much nicer than
I
my
need to
truck.
clean
Like,
that.
I don't even have that
You don't
thing.
even have a little cover, dude?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense if yours is a 20,000. What'd you say it was? 20,006?
20,000.
20,006.
Numbers. And then
Yeah.
let's see. I think that one.
Yeah, you need to take that off.
That out of there.
Well,
Give me
just
enough.
because you're a rookie, you don't know
Well,
how to work on that.
You know, I definitely don't know a lot of things, but being an OG is one. Oh, look at that.
All right, well, now that you took that out, you should be able to drive home. So I'll drop, or I'll leave now.
Well, I thought we were gonna take the battery out of your truck, put it in
and
here.
put it. Well, but then my radio won't work.
Well, if
so-
I put the battery in that's in your truck in my truck, then my truck will have the same noise as yours, right?